Hi, it's Alaska Granny. I'm out at Granny Camp, which is my Alaska off-grid cabin, and this year I have a pop-up greenhouse. This summer I'm trying to grow some fruits and vegetables in my little greenhouse for some sustainable food source even when I'm out at Granny Camp. The wind blows really hard here, but I've been able to anchor down this greenhouse. It's staying put, and even though the temperatures are still cold, it's actually really warmer inside. The greenhouse is staying nice and warm. Look at this, it's 80 inside of here, which is like 30 degrees warmer at least than it is outside. Last time I was out here, I planted a few raspberry plants into some containers, and I added a few little seeds of lettuce and spinach around them. Now it hasn't been enough days for the spinach and the lettuce to sprout. The raspberries are looking really good. I cleaned out one of the strawberry patches at my home. I brought some of the little baby plants out here to Granny Camp, and I'm going to plant them in some grow bags. If you've never used grow bags before, these are really great. Let's go inside. I'll show you how to plant them and tell you more about them. You can see it's really crowded. I did put some Lowe's buckets of water. That's helping to hold it down, anchor it down, and then the buckets will be heated by the sun, and they're helping keep it warm. I've got my big barrel of dirt. They're my grow bags, and then I had this bench that I put across here. I'm going to plant some of the grow bags on it. And look at these raspberries. They're looking great. They were raspberries that were growing in my patch at my home, which it was getting too many, and they were taking over other parts of the yard. So I dug them up and brought them out here, and you can see they're enjoying their little home in my Alaska Granny pop-up greenhouse. These are the extra strawberries that I dug out of my strawberry bed at home, and I just have put them in a Ziploc bag, and they've been in here with some extra water. So see, when you thin your strawberries, they might send out runners, or you might have a few extras, and they're very easy to repot. You just want to make sure that you have some of the roots intact, and if some of the runner parts are on here, you can snip that off. And then you've got your new little plant is ready to go. And that's what I'm going to plant today in the grow bags. These are the grow bags that I got, and they're by Jerry. I bought them on Amazon. There's 16 of them. They're 7 gallons. They're 12 inches high and 13 inches in diameter. And grow bags are nice because they're made out of like a porous fabric. It's like an actual, like a tote bag, but it's a porous, almost like felt. So they call it non-woven fabric. It feels like felt cloth to me, but it's sturdy, it's heavier. And they've got little handles so you can move them around. See where there's a nice piece to the bottom? There's a nice round bottom. And then it's a nice sturdy round bag. A nice surprise in my package were these plant markers. It's a good idea to label what you're planting, whether you're doing it in the garden or a grow bag, so that you know what you're looking for. The first thing I placed in my grow bag are a couple little sticks and a bunch of leaves, because it's natural compost. It's going to be great, and it's in the bottom, and it'll all disintegrate and turn into nice, beautiful soil over time. Now I have my barrel of potting soil, and I'm going to fill it up the rest of the way with the potting soil. You can see with the handles, it makes it easy. It's not so heavy you can't just move it wherever you want it. And now it's ready for my strawberries. So I put 5 strawberries in this grow bag. The nice thing about a grow bag compared to a pot, like I have the raspberries in, when the roots get to the edge of the pot, then they start circling around. When they get to the edge of a grow bag, the air naturally tells them that's where you stop. And so they'll grow more roots in the fine soil rather than start circling the pot looking for somewhere to go. So you have healthier plants. However, they do dry out faster, and so you need to make sure that you're giving them adequate water. Some people like to put them into a plastic dish or even into a child's wading pool and fill that up with water so that you can continue to wick the water into your pots. I should have been wearing my gloves for this part. So I've got some sticks and leaves, some natural compost. It's ready to add some soil. I've used 1 2 cubic foot bag of garden soil to fill up so far, and you can see it's not quite enough for the 3rd grow bag, so luckily I have another bag. I'm liking this big barrel I got at Walmart. It was only like $10. It's easy to pour in the soil and use. It does take up a lot of space though in my little greenhouse. But I'm going to dump the next bag in it. It works great with these 2 cubic foot bags. This is the one that I bought at Lowe's. And it was about 14 something a bag. Which, yeah, those are Alaska prices. I've really been enjoying my pop-up greenhouse out here at Granny Camp, and it's a wonderful year for everyone to try to grow a little more food. Try to get into a more sustainable style of life. Then it won't matter as much if prices go up and there are food shortages, because you're learning to not only stockpile, but then you can sustain yourself and grow and provide some of your own food. If you do the best you can every single day, you're going to make the best future there is. I always say to myself, prepping is a gift I'm giving to future me, and providing some of my own food is going to help make that better. If you enjoyed my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might like it. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.